Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 2643, which is a super hard level in Candy Crush Saga, and this is a special dedication to Leo, who has done so much for me. Of course, I'm going to try to do as much as I can for him. Alright, so let's take a look at this. We've got 25 moves to crack open 4 licorice shells, collect 144 toffee, yikes, and collect 20 licorice. Here's the great news. Once we get the licorice collected, it's gone, right? We don't have it appearing from anywhere else. Also, the licorice shells are open a little bit. The toffee is going to be a bit of a beast, but if I can kind of get it all the way down and then just take care of it low to the ground, maybe that will help. But of course, if Leo is asking for help, this is not going to be easy at all. So I just have to figure out, do I want to start working from the top or from the bottom and hope for cascading? I think from the bottom and hoping for cascading. I think also, oh yikes, I have to figure out what is the best thing to take out. I also have to figure out how generous the stripe dispenser is going to be, because right now it doesn't feel generous at all. Moving here I would take out 1, moving here I would take out none. Well, no, I would take out toffee. But these don't feel right to me. This one, that and a toffee. Maybe I'll do that. No, I'm going to go for the orange. Notice that I don't have much orange on the board. We have to be a bit more dramatic. There's that stripe though. Finally we get a stripe. So we're going to have to be dramatic and find ways through this that are even better than just, matching 3. Oh, I'm very excited once I get rid of the licorice that it will not be around. I don't really want to play around too much near the licorice shells because I can't get rid of anything with that. It doesn't have any strong impact on the board. Like if I do this, well, it does get rid of some of that licorice and then some of the toffee. Let's try this and let's see if we can gather up steam and get these popped open. Oh, look at this. I like this. Make a fish, take a fish. Now I've got a color bomb. Now, if I could match that with something. I don't have a lot of green, but I think I have enough green that this is going to be somewhat productive here. And look at that. We get another color bomb and we get it set up with another stripe. Oh, I wish I had wrapped candies, but I will take the stripes while I've got them. And then now we're just taking out regular colors. Look at how everything is congregated on one side of the board. That's probably not to my advantage, but the conveyor belt is going to change things around. Oh, this is tough. Unless I can get some wrapped candies over here, I'm fairly well doomed, right? The good news is, every time we play, win or lose, we are learning things. We're gaining experience. We're seeing how the board operates. I like making a wrapped candy over here and then hopefully saving it for when saving it for when the toffee is over here. Well, that didn't work, and I didn't look closely to see if that was going to happen. But now I'm seeing what the problem is. It's definitely toffee. I've not had a problem with anything else except the toffee. I would have taken that if it were vertical stripe. Fish wrapped would work really well on this board. It would bring it into this tangle. I could make a wrapped here, but I think I'm going to go for the more direct things since I don't have many turns left. Oh, well, actually I don't have any good moves, so. Alright, so let's see. Where are we left? Under 30 toffee with everything else cleared. So I think what I need to do in the future is really see if I can get some wrapped candies. Wrapped combo, color bomb wrapped combo. Maybe instead of taking color bomb's stripe, maybe I should hold off and see if I can get it paired up with a wrapped. Maybe it's worth investing a few turns to get that done. But we have seen things explode, so I don't want to be too precious and try to coordinate things and take 7 turns just to get a striped wrapped that explodes accidentally right before I'm about to detonate it together. So I have to balance that, but definitely I have to focus on the toffee. I do know that if I don't focus on that licorice, it's going to be in my way, but my focus needs to be the toffee. All right, so what I'm going to do now is pause, come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off initially, but once I solve this, I will come back through and narrate for you. Okay, so I did learn a few things, and one is if you have the opportunity to make fish on this level, don't do it. Do not waste one turn making fish. Now, there is an exception. Oh, let's see if I can show you the exception. Okay, so see how this is lined up? I should have gone for the green raft. I was looking too much. See how that's lined up? If I could get a fish to target the that particular licorice shell, then it would work out really well. The problem is the fish never targets where I want it to target. There we go. So yeah, because then it could open that up and I could use that as a color bomb wrapped. But what I have learned is that the fish do not target the toffee. And that's what we need. That's what we need to focus on. So instead, what I'm doing is focusing on that toffee myself. Any kind of wrapped I can use, any like vertical stripe that I can create, that would be helpful. Horizontal is okay, but a vertical stripe, especially if I can get it over there, see that whole column being kind of decimated there? That's the kind of thing I need to have happen. And then just using color bombs as color bombs, just taking out a color that's most prevalent, trying to get a wrapped combo, but yeah, look at that. That's just, it wasn't awful though. Look at how much happened. Now here, I can make this, but I don't think that's the right choice because I've got multiple layers. I think I go for, this is tricky. Ugh. I think what I want to do is go for a color bomb, and then I'm going to use blue. I'm going to take out blue, which is going to help, and it's also going to make that stripe hit that other color bomb. And look at how we're getting color bomb after color bomb, taking out a color. And there we go. That's the last thing I need to do. So it took me between 15 and 20 tries to get this done. It is tricky, but I was kind of having fun because I was learning along the way. Although I have to say that those few times where I was relying on fish, whether they were solo, whether they were with stripes or wraps, they just avoided the toffee. They didn't go anywhere near where the toffee was. And so I learned to not rely on them at all. And that usually just creating the fish was the worst option for me, because if I make a match of 3, I have the opportunity to strike, 3 things, whereas matching those 4 in a cube, it's more isolated and it usually doesn't hit the areas I need to hit. I need a longer reach. Anyway, that is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and good luck, Leo and everyone.